morning, kids. Today we're going to learn about ellipses. They're kind of, you might think of them as ovals. They're stretched out circles is a better way to think about it. Let's go calligraphic. We're just going to dive right in. I'm going to give you the equation. It's similar to the equation for a circle. I'll just remind you that if I have a circle centered at the point h comma k, this would move it h units to the right, and this would move it k units up. Here you have a radius. Let's say I pick a radius of 5. That's why I chose 25, because you square it. You know, it's odd, but I could rewrite this equation by dividing everything by 25, and it's equivalent. In other words, you still have this, x minus h over 25, and y minus k squared over 25 equals 1. This is just the alternate form. You still have a radius of 5. So having said that, let's see if I can grab all this. Now I'll show you the equation in general for an ellipse. I'm going to move this 2 units to the right, let's say. And in the horizontal direction, we're going to have a radius of 4 units. That's why I'm using 16. I'm going to move this thing up 3 units. That's why there's minus 3 there. And it's going to have a vertical radius of 5. That's why there's a 25 there. So first of all, we're going to notice that the center of this shape is located at -2 comma 3. Then we're also going to note that when you take the square root of this, this gives you, sometimes they call it a minor axis. I'll show you what we're talking about. -2 comma 3 is about here. To sketch this, what you do is you take the square root of that and you get 4. And since it's under the x, you move 4 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you take the square root of this and you move up and down 5. It's down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up 5. And it's not a circle because it's too tall. But what you get is that shape. And the crucial information here, let's do green. This distance is 4. That distance is 5. And 4 and 5 come from the square root of these two numbers. That's where that comes from. So as a for instance, the general form would look like this. X minus h squared over, I'll pick a squared. Y minus k squared over b squared equals 1. So from the point h comma k, this is going to be very generic looking. I'll just move over something. I'll call that h. I'll call this k. That's the center of this. From there, like I said, you have to take the square root of this. You get a. That means you move a units over left and right. And then you take the square root of this, you get b. You move b units up, and I'm just making this look as best I can. Let me pick yellow here. And then now you have your endpoints, and you draw it like such. So now let's check out Desmos here for a minute. Here's a function in which, because it says x minus 2 got moved 2 to the right, because it says y plus 2 got moved 2 units down. So the point 2 comma -2 is the center. Because there's a 16 under the x value, that means your horizontal radius is 4. And because of that 25, your vertical radius is 5. And so now I can alter this value. I could take 16 and Let me undo what I just did there twice. I can take 16, call it 1. Now that makes a much skinnier one. If I call it 100, that makes a wide one. I can change this value to 0.25. It's a very short one, because again, the square root of that is 0.5. That means that vertical axis is 0.5. All right, that's how you do today's assignment.